When waste innovation, Sunny Farms Landfill has been a topic of conversation for years in Seneca County and was once again tonight in Fostoria. They want to expand, and we'll dive into that in just a moment with our Michael Sandlin. Now, according to the owners and the EPA, the site's been cleaned up, they added new equipment, and permits are active. It's a story that we've covered throughout the years. The landfill's been on the outskirts of Fostoria for more than 50 years. It was purchased back in 2007 by Tunnel Hill, the largest integrated waste-by-rail operator in the U.S. The following year, 2008, it was fined $850,000 by the EPA for trash. Residents spoke out in 2019, telling City Council at the time about the landfill nicknamed Stinky Hill, and WTOL 11 was there.
A sickening, stomach aching smell. And if you're close enough, your eyes will burn, your throat will burn.
WTOL 11 filed a series of reports over the years. In January 2019, a report detailing the Ohio EPA taking action against the landfill after measuring elevated levels of hydrogen sulfide. The landfill also requested license renewal. In April, the Ohio EPA installed a permanent air quality monitor for free. In July, Wind Waste agreed to pay over $3 million in civil penalties to resolve past water, air, and solid waste pollution and other fees. In August, permit renewal was granted. Then, in June of 2022, the owners asked for approval to expand Sunny Farms. The EPA predicts the landfill will be full in a year. And tonight, the public got a chance to weigh in on permits for the landfill to nearly double in size. Our Michael Sandlin was at the meeting tonight. He joins us now. Michael, describe to me the tone of the meeting, how people were feeling about the expansion, and what company reps had to say.
Well, Jeff, hundreds of people came out tonight to express their frustration about the landfill. Now, if you ask the reps who work for the company, or if you ask people at the EPA, they'll tell you that everything at the landfill is in compliance. But if you speak to the people that came out here tonight, they'll tell you that they are convinced that the landfill is affecting their health and their way of life.
Would any of you at that first table here like to live close to the landfill?
Would ya?
Would ya?
We do.
And how many of you out here, please stand if you're opposed to the landfill?
That's just one of a series of heated questions thrown at the EPA board Monday night, making clear they want nothing to do with an expansion of the landfill.
We don't want any of this trash to come anymore.
The Ohio EPA says it's considering 3 permit applications. One is to expand the landfill's permitted space. Another has to do with a vertical expansion of a section of the landfill. And finally, an air pollution control permit. Fostoria business owner and lawyer Alicia Rashand was one of the attorneys in the 2019 class action suit against Sunny Farms. She says tonight's anger comes from issues that these people can't explain.
You have water that absolutely is, there's no question that it has changed. We see photographs of these trains coming in, dripping ooze.
Rashad is referring to these photos taken in January of last year, showing what appears to be leakage from waste cars bound for Sunny Farms. Brian Ezek, Wind Waste Innovation's VP of Landfills, says there was nothing in those cars that should make people worried.
The material that comes via rail car that's in those photos is construction and demolition material, and so it doesn't present a significant risk as it sits in a rail car.
And in fact, he says the landfill as a whole has been shown via their testing to be safe.
There is no impact to the surface water at the site, the groundwater underneath the site, or the soils at the site.
The EPA's Archie Luncey says their test showed the same thing, but says they won't make a final decision before they get feedback from the community.
No decisions have been made at this point. What we're doing is taking that public feedback in addition to reviewing the technical merits of the proposal.
But staring at a possible 219-acre expansion, bringing in nearly double the amount of waste, people present in the meeting were clear. They're tired of trash.
People have to dig deeper and recognize, too, what the community desires are. We're the one we live with this.
Meanwhile, Wind Waste reps say that if the permits aren't passed, the dump might actually run out of space, causing it to shut down by the end of 2025. They say that'll not only affect the 100 or so employees currently working there, they say it'll shut down a major industry right here in Seneca County. At this time, there's no word on when the EPA will make their decision. Reporting in Fostoria, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.